The ombudsman gets the axe. His contract isn't being renewed, is it? Because he pushed the Attorney General to release the legal fees for the top PUP attorneys. We asked him. And a nurse robbed at gunpoint. She tells us how it happened in the West Landiva area. Plus, he was caught red-handed right after he snatched a woman's purse, but a man begged the court not to send him to jail. Also, you may not have heard of Zoe Reeves, but she's the most important tourist in Belize right now. We'll talk to the influencer who's fallen in love with the jewel. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight, Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indira Craig.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
This Christmas, get ready to unwrap the gift of happiness with Cellular World. This cover phone starting as low as $99. Gift amazing tablets for big and small for just $99. And bring home smart TVs for unforgettable family entertainment starting at $379. Plus, enjoy incredible deals on JBL speakers, smart appliances, and all the technology that fills your home with joy this season. And there's more. Every Tuesday, we unwrap a new surprise for you to find the perfect present at the best price. Visit us at any of our locations in Belize City, Belmopan, Orange Walk, San Pedro, or shop through our virtual store on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp at 615-5141. Unwrap the gift of happiness at Cellular World.
My fellow Belizeans, on behalf of cabinet members and all public officers, I greet you and your family as our nation marks the close of this year and the start of 2026. For sure, the months have flown by, and perhaps too few of us remember the passionate resolutions that energized our outlook at the beginning of 2025. In the case of government, our resolutions are writ large in the form of manifesto promises to the people, reviewed constantly in the course of our daily work, and put before us repeatedly by constituents and the media. We can't afford to forget. And as I look back at the past 12 months, I'm satisfied that we finished 2025 in significantly better shape than when we started. That achievement alone, that collectively we are better off today than 12 months ago, sets us apart as a nation and a people. Now, what reasons excite my confidence that we are better off? These reasons stretch from the foundational to the stars. At the foundation, the pillars of our society are rock solid. Belizeans are working in higher numbers than ever, earning livable and rising wages, rearing their families in generally safer communities, benefiting from stronger schooling and healthcare systems, and gathering for themselves a greater share of the nation's bountiful wealth. What is especially pleasing is the evident advances being achieved for that half of our population living in the rural areas of our country. Those whose streets, roads, and drains have been vastly improved, and whose access to clean water, to classrooms and technology, to health care, and to lands for village expansions have all received unprecedented attention and resources from this government. And betterment for rural citizens have not come at the expense of those making their lives in our cities and towns. Whether by way of direct public sector capital investments or partnerships with private investors who have been incentivized to unleash their enterprises in Belize, or standalone private sector initiatives, it is evident that urban workers and businesses have benefited from our quarter-to-quarter, year-to-year expansion and growth. I will not recite on this occasion the many data points that prove our progress in 2025. More compelling than any employment number or GDP statistics is the optimism I encounter in my frequent engagements with Belizean workers and Belizean entrepreneurs alike. Most compelling in this narrative of prosperity is the soaring pride, the hope and the resilience of Belizeans as we contrast the incredible stability and security we continue to enjoy in an otherwise disorderly and rapidly changing world. Two government initiatives stand tall as the year closes. First, the avalanche of commercial activity across the country, motivated by the GST-free weekends offered by government. This program spurs tens of billions in consumer spending within the economy, benefiting retail customers and businesses' outlets, and keeping our dollars here at home, not in Chetumal or Melchor. This is the first administration ever to offer this massive tax benefit to the people. And second, the recent launch of the sale of shares in the recently acquired Hydro Belize Limited, the company that owns the 3 hydro-powered plants located in the Mekal River in the Cayo district. In just the first few days of the offering, hundreds of Belizeans have already applied to become shareholders in this company. Again, this bold step by government, first acquisition and now the share sale, will keep profits circulating in the local economy for generations to come. As Belizeans, all 400,000 of us are in fact shareholders in a larger, more meaningful enterprise of nationhood. Marching into 2026, let us be especially proud and protective of our most valuable assets like love of country and respect for each other. But we cherish even more in 2026 our diversity, whether ethnic, cultural, religious, or political. And let us always trumpet our sacred democracy within its freedom to talk, to move, to report, to vote, to own, and to pursue our best humanity. Queridos compatriotas beliceños, al dar la bienvenida al Año Nuevo, quisiera expresar mi más sincero agradecimiento por la fuerza y el espíritu de unidad que hemos mostrado como nación. Que este nuevo capítulo esté lleno de salud, oportunidades y progreso compartido para cada familia en cada distrito. Avancemos juntos con esperanza y determinación hacia un futuro más brillante y próspero para nuestro amado Belice. Les deseo de todo corazón un feliz y próspero año nuevo. Que Dios bendiga a Belice. To every Belizean, I offer my best wishes for a new year filled with the treasures of health, peace, and success. May the Almighty continue to bless us all and bless Belize. Happy New Year, Belize!
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk-proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe on the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle sober, you can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and you drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, you know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and his team that transport now, and nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears pick me and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you the back, and now I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know they say make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And they say make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
As the year ends, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. May your home be filled with love, peace, and joy. We are grateful for your continued trust and loyalty.
You have trusted us with the moments that matter the most, pursuing your dreams, growing your businesses, and building a brighter future. For that trust and confidence, we say thank you. It has been an honor to be a part of your journey. From our Atlantic Bank family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
On Christmas Eve, the Ombudsman Gilbert Suazo received the letter he didn't expect. It was from the Cabinet Secretary, Stuart Leslie, and it wished him well. He had written the CABSEC prior, reminding him that his contract ended on December 31st. He had been hoping for a renewal, but up to now, with only 1 day in office left, well, that hasn't come, and it is clear that it won't. But he also hasn't received a letter explicitly stating that his contract won't be renewed either. So today we asked him what he made of the CABSEC's letter.
The letter basically stated that as my tenure comes to an end, the 31st of December, that they wish me well in my future endeavors.
Is there any reason why it doesn't explicitly say we will not be renewing your contract?
Well, that is the purview of the government of Belize, and I have served this country and will continue to serve this country with dignity. And I also want to mention that even up to tomorrow, it is my responsibility to ensure that I act within within the statute, the Constitution, and with the rule of law to ensure fairness, justice, and equity for all.
Did you expect that your contract would not be renewed?
No, not at all. I didn't expect that. But my point is that it comes to my contract came to a natural end. And then if it is not renewed, then I have to move on with my life.
Considering that you are appointed by the Parliament, do you think it's appropriate for the letter to have been written by the Cabinet Secretary?
It's a process which will have to take its own course, certainly. But again, I leave that up to the process as it moves forward. The appearance of what may be maladministration is what it is at this time, but certainly there are recourses to every action taken.
Did you find it odd that they didn't say that they would be advertising the position?
I will not speak for the government, and I cannot speak for the government in any way or form. There is a gap. It's the government's responsibility to fill that gap within due course. And it appears that there may be a gap until Parliament decide who the next ombudsman will be. But again, my hope is that whatever we have established in relation to the level of transparency, the level of visibility for the office, I believe that we've done well as the Ombudsman and as a team within the office of the Ombudsman, and it is our hope that it will benefit the Belize in terms of the democratic process.
When we reached out to the CABSEC for clarity, he stated that it was his duty to respond to Swazo's letter, but that he is not able to renew the contract. That would be a parliamentary decision, which is why his letter could only come off as vague. With Swazo's 3-year contract ending tomorrow, the Ombudsman seat will likely be empty on January 2nd until a new one is appointed with the approval of both the House of Representatives and the Senate. But since Swazo hadn't expected a non-renewal of his contract, we're left to wonder whether a recent string of events caused it. As we told you, Jerry Enriquez wrote to the Ombudsman after his Freedom of Information request to disclose the amount paid to Marine Chambers and Courtney and Coy law firms were denied by the Attorney General. The Ombudsman sided with him and recommended that the AG release the information. The matter went to court and was shut down. So, is this now the price Swazo must pay for going against the government? We asked him what he thought.
Do you believe that the non-renewal has anything to do with the for you pushing for the information that Jerry Enriquez requested in his FOIA?
Well, the Ombudsman made a determination in regards to the stipulations of the law. That case, as is also part of the democratic process, and it is in front of the court, and we see how it goes from there.
What do you make of the fact that they took your office to court over this issue?
Again, appeal is a natural process, and it is stipulated within the Freedom of Information Act. The government believe that there are issues perhaps with the decision made by the Ombudsman, so they exercise their legal right under statute to appeal that decision. If it was, in the other hand, that Mr. Enriquez in this case was not comfortable or happy with the decision made by the Ombudsman, he too has that legal constitutional right to have made an appeal or ask for judicial review. The Office of the Ombudsman, I as the Ombudsman, use the law how it is, or it is not for me to interpret the law, but I have a legal officer to help to interpret what he believes those are, and we acted within the confines of the law, and it is my humble view that independence of this office was demonstrated by me, will continue to be upheld by me, and it is my hope that whosoever is the next Ombudsman ensure that the office remain independent in service to the people of Belize.
But if this is indeed the reason why Swazo's contract isn't being renewed, is it a message for the future Ombudsman? Toe the line or you're gone? And in that case, should this office, which is supposed to act independently, be secured by tenure rather than be subjected to the whim of contracts? Well, Swazo told us the post is technically supposed to be a 6-year tenure. Here's how he explained it.
What I can say to you is that it's a quasi-judicial position which needs some alignment. The Office of the Ombudsman is governed by the Venice Principle and also the Paris Principle. The framers of the law, the Ombudsman Act, knew why they did what they did, how they did it. But what I can say is that they are not, the act at this time is not aligned in terms of the tenure with Paris Principle nor Venice Principle, because it talks about the tenure of an ombudsman being no less than 6 years. So our laws is certainly not aligned to Venice Principle nor Paris Principle. And interestingly, we are moving to establish and integrate the National Human Rights Institute into the Office of the Ombudsman, and it has to be Paris Principle compliance. So there exists an opportunity to align the law, so that I hope will be part and parcel of the legal review that shall take place during the process of establishing and reintegrating the NHRI.
The Ombudsman Act states, quote, any person appointed as ombudsman shall hold office for a period of 3 years and shall, at the expiration of such period, be eligible for reappointment, end quote. As we have noted, this ombudsman is not expected to be reappointed. But Swazo made his mark. His ombudsman's report for 2024 cited a lack of attention to the mental health of public officers, law enforcement personnel, and service members as one of the areas that need urgent attention. He called it a human rights issue, and from the recent news reports, well, we know that mental health continues to be an issue of public safety. So we asked Swazo to elaborate today.
It is rather unfortunate, particularly because of the fact that I do know that the Ministry of Health and Wellness are definitely in the process of making legislation with a view to have those issues regularized. What it appears is that there are, again, several heads of department who are not very aware of when someone is mentally ill, and when they are mentally ill, how to deal with those mental illness, and they continue to treat those people with those conditions, with that condition, as if though they are normal and they are not. So that's very unfortunate, because as a head of department, I believe that there is a responsibility to every individual, whether you are behaving as a normal human being should, or when you display signs of disability, any disability, and in this case mental disability, then special attention needs to be taken in that regard. It is unfortunate that there are cases of the same mental health issue that still have not been resolved. That is unfortunate, and I believe that there needs to be some level of urgency placed in those issues so that people who appears to have or are certainly certified with mental illness are taken care of as early as possible. As a matter of fact, I think on the news yesterday, it was evident that there are people with mental health out in the general population, and if we don't take care of those with mental health issues, then we'll have a snowballing effect, which will be to the detriment of others.
And we take a break now. When we come back, we'll talk to a nurse who got robbed at gunpoint. And later on, we'll talk to Zoe, the travel influencer who's going across Belize with a backpack and a busload of faith in the goodness of others. Don't go away.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Start earning V-Bucks today. It's really quite easy. All you have to do is make a purchase at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember, V-Bucks is as good as cash. It's free money.
Download the V-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy.
V-Bucks, rewarding loyalty.
Fellow Belizeans, here at home and abroad, as this year comes to a close and we look forward to welcome a new year, I speak with you with honesty and hope. 2025 has been difficult for far too many. Cost of living continues to spiral out of control. Fuel prices at the pump are at a record high. Our healthcare system is in shambles. Parents struggle to provide for their families, and farmers fight to protect their livelihoods. We have seen the constitutional rights of our citizens compromised, our border security under threat, our democracy in peril, and the working poor having to carry an unfair burden. As we look forward to 2026, Belizeans will face higher electricity and water rates, increased property taxes, and pressures that will require honest leadership and real solutions. As your government in waiting, the United Democratic Party reaffirms its commitment to you. We will restore trust and confidence. We will protect the vulnerable, and we will work to rebuild our nation. As Belizeans, we have a proud heritage, rich in culture and diversity. Unity is our power. Together, we will build an honest leadership that serves all. So as we approach 2026, on behalf of the United Democratic Party and my own family, I wish you a new year that is filled with prosperity and peace. May God bless us all, and may He continue to bless our beloved Belize.
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe on the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle's sober, it can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and you drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, you know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and the team that transport now, and nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears pick me and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you back, and I know I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know they say make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And they say make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
Boss, you really not supposed to smoke that in on. This is public transport, and I smoke the dangerous for weed.
Miss, this is my car now. I could smoke in there if I want.
And I could choose not to sit down in a smoke. Second-hand smoke can look the same way like a cigarette in your hand.
You want to get out? Well, be my guest.
Look, she right, man. The smell stain of the whole car plus palm my clothes. And my be a bigger asthma.
Never think about it like that. I'm really sorry about that.
It's okay, as long as I don't do it again.
Secondhand smoke harms everyone. Keep our public transportation, schools, places of work, and all public spaces free from smoke and vape.
Why settle for one look when you can have two? Available now at Mikado, are these reversible blackout curtains that give you two beautiful styles in one. Perfect for any mood or room refresh. And the best part, they're only $45. Yes, two looks for the price of one. Switch it up anytime. Cozy one day, classy the next. And with blackout fabric, you'll enjoy privacy, comfort, and a good night's sleep too. Visit us at number 37 Albert Street and choose your favorite style of reversible blackout curtains or shop online at WhatsApp 609-2222. Mikado, your number one textile palace.
As the year ends, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. May your home be filled with love, peace, and joy. We are grateful for your continued trust and loyalty.
You have trusted us with the moments that matter the most. Pursuing your dreams, growing your businesses, and building a brighter future. For that trust and confidence, we say thank you. It has been an honor to be a part of your journey. From our Atlantic Bank family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
The next time you are passing creative marketing at 146 corner of East Collette Canal and Alenby, don't be shy. Come on in.
Welcome to Creative Marketing, where everything is possible.
We offer services like graphic designs for logos or banners or any other special request. Get designs printed on t-shirts for sporting events, special events like birthdays, or for your business. Get your polos or dress shirts officially embroidered with logos or business names. For special requests, our sewing department can get you fixed up with custom preferences. Our in-house name brands like Eliani's collection produces uniform dress shirts and blouses. For work or school, our Z-Tech Sportswear produces fisherman shirts and dry fit polos for males or females. Ask about other items. In other departments, we produce customized banners and fin feathers. At Creative Marketing, there's so much more. So next time you're in need, come take a look. Call us at 207-2023. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Creative Marketing, where everything is possible.
Champion security, champion security, champion security. Yeah, yeah. Your security is our business, so we gonna protect you like a champion, like a champion.
Guess what, Mr. Handsome? Yeah, over there, Champion Security. This is the place to be. What does sign say? Champion Security. Here at Champion Security, we provide quality service. You know why? Such as triology lock, fire alarm, IP camera system, gate operator, biometric lock, and alarm system. Champion Security. Make a go check out where they go on inside of Champion Security. Boy, nice to meet you, my brother. Yes. Tell me a little bit more about Champion Security.
Well, welcome, Mr. Handsome. Here at Champion Security, we offer fire system, alarm system, camera system, gate operator, access control, and also trilogy locks and magnetic locks. Everything you need to do with security systems for residential and businesses, you could find everything here at Champion Security. We also consist of 12 technicians, and we offer technical support 24 hours. So anything you need for your security systems, you could find everything here at Champion Security.
Remember, guys, here at Champion Security, we live by our motto, where your safety is our business. Give us a call now. Don't forget to check us on Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. And continue to shake it to the max all the way. Champion Security, the best place to be. We care for your safety.
You wanna rent it? It's not a problem. We got remote gate.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
A routine trip home turned traumatic yesterday when a woman was held up at gunpoint in the West Landiva area after getting off a city bus with groceries in hand. The experience has left the nurse feeling unsafe even in what is often considered one of the city's safest residential neighborhoods on the north side. We spoke to the victim who thankfully lived to tell her tale.
I was walking. I came from buying groceries, and then I have my bag on my right and my grocery bag on my left, and I was walking with my umbrella around this time, and the sun was hot. So then, out of nowhere, a young man just entered under my umbrella, and it caught me off guard. And then he was pulling my bag, and it didn't register to me that I was being robbed. And he was like, "Give me your bag." I told him no. Then he took out his gun and he pointed it towards me and said, "Give me your bag." And then I said no. And he said, "Or I will shoot you." And I told him, "Go ahead." And he looked back at me, and then little did I know there was someone else behind me. And then I felt something hit me behind my head, and I fell to the ground. And that was when I realized there was another person with him. Two of them had their shirt over their head, and both of them appeared to be young men. And they continued like pulling on my bag, and that's when I realized that, oh shit, I was being robbed. And I just started shouting for help, and there was a man on a cycle that started slowing down, and another car that started slowing down, and that's when they picked up and ran away.
And when did you get help?
I was in panicking, and then a taxi passed by, and I flagged the taxi, and I asked the taxi, like, I told him what happened to me, and he said like, "Oh, do you want me to give you a lift, or do you want to go to the police station? And you have to call a police." And that's what I did. I don't feel safe walking around these streets. Now, apparently this happens to be the safest neighborhood, but I don't think that right now that it may be safe.
A formal police report has not been made at this time. And in another robbery case, the culprit has been caught and pleaded guilty. Yesterday, we told you about 53-year-old Alistair Smith, the man accused of robbing a woman of her purse on Christmas morning. His actual name was found to be Lester Smith, and he appeared before a chief magistrate today who read him a single charge of robbery to which he pleaded guilty. In sentencing, the chief magistrate noted that she found no mitigating factors for the offense, except that the items he stole were recovered. She also noted the prevalence of robberies during the Christmas season and the psychological impact on the victim. As a result, she sentenced him to 2 years in jail. During the proceedings, he repeatedly told the court that he would kill himself if sent to prison, prompting the magistrate to order that precautionary measures be taken once he was remanded. According to the court, Smith has 21 prior convictions, including multiple offenses for dishonesty, burglary, theft, escape from lawful custody, drug possession, and a recent aggravated assault for which he had just completed a prison sentence earlier this year. As you heard earlier in the news, mental health in the public space continues to be a burning issue. We reported yesterday on the mentally ill man who was caught on camera striking two women. Well, today another mentally ill man was remanded to prison pending a psychiatric evaluation after he was accused of attacking Denroy Castillo with a metal fork on Christmas Eve. 30-year-old Richard Charrington appeared in court yesterday, but the charge of aggravated assault could not be read to him. He had been before the court on another criminal charge prior to this and was again ordered for a psychiatric evaluation, but had later been released on bail. He has been remanded until March 26, 2026, and the magistrate will move forward depending on the outcome of that evaluation. An elderly woman claims that police have continuously harassed her and her two grandsons over the past few months. She claims that there have been previous instances where her grandsons have been detained and released without reason, causing them to lose their jobs and creating instability within their lives. Jo Marie Lanza spoke with her today at her home and she shared her concerns.
I have a problem with the policeman there. Study come to pick up my grandson there, but things really happen. They carry them for 48 hours, so much hours. They let them go without no charge. When they come, they say, Inspector send for them, want to talk to them, and they only want to talk to them and let them go. They don't let them go, they need them for 48 hours. My grandson, then he said they get tired of it. Even me, myself, I get tired of it. Because whenever they come, they don't have no kind of evidence or nothing. They ransack my house, they search my house, they don't find nothing. When they say they look for with gun and thing. Because I don't encourage crime in my house. If they out there they give problem and thing I don't know, but yeah, they not gonna bring nothing in my house. Saturday they come here. 2 mobile come here, and the mobile never come that different officers way from Belmopan.
What am I understand?
They come, they say they come look for gun, ammunition. And I get tired of it, babes. I really, really want the government look into this with their officers.
A family of 11 has lost everything in a Guinea Grass village fire tonight. The Sarsenio family is without a home as an electrical issue caused the fire that engulfed their prefabricated wooden home. No one was harmed, but nothing was saved. Speaking with his son-in-law, Jose Mejia, he explained that he was the only one at home at the time taking care of his baby when suddenly he started to smell smoke.
I say that word. I have my liberalism. I got two of them sleeping because my wife was she went to Orange Rock this morning, early morning, and then she left me with the baby, and then I was sleeping, miss, and I received a message from her, so I wake up and respond the message. When I actually was smelling some fire because the fire started on my sister-in-law room where no one was there.
Okay, and can you explain how the fire started?
Well, miss, the fire started from an outlet, miss. I do not know if the fire started from an outlet or from the there was a cable and there was a fan connected to that outlet. And when I went to the room, I checked how was the fire, miss. The fire was already high, and then I hurried and wake up my little my brothers them, make them wake up, make them call call their uncle, make them go help me, miss, and I just managed to take out my baby quick of the house.
Okay, and were you able to save anything?
Miss, I was saving some clothes, miss, but then the fire still catch my clothes. I really did not manage to take out anything from the clothes. Everything get burned. Everything.
The Guinea Grass Village Council is raising money for the family, and any donation to the Sarsenio family can be sent to Atlantic Bank Orange Walk branch account number 212-004-0025. Donations can be food, material to rebuild his house, or clothing. The Village Council chairman can be contacted at 673-8847. As you might have seen on the news tonight, the Prime Minister released his annual New Year message today. At 7 minutes long, he waxes poetic about everything PUP, but highlighted 2 of government's most successful projects for 2025.
2 government initiatives stand tall as the year closes. First, the avalanche of commercial activity across the country, motivated by the GST free weekends offered by government. This program spurs tens of billions in consumer spending within the economy, benefiting retail customers and businesses' outlets, and keeping our dollars here at home, not in Chetumal or Melchor. This is the first administration ever to offer this massive tax benefit to the people. And second, the recent launch of the sale of shares in the recently acquired Hydro Belize Limited the company that owns the 3 hydropower plants located in the Mekal River in the Cayo district. In just the first few days of the offering, hundreds of Belizeans have already applied to become shareholders in this company. Again, this bold step by government, first acquisition and now the share sale, will keep profits circulating in the local economy for generations to come.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, seems that it's been especially rainy this month, but how does it compare to last year? We'll find out from the Met Office. Plus, Zori will talk to the global social media influencer about the sweet spot she's found traveling in Belize. Don't go away.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe on the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle sober, you can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and you drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and the team that transport now, I nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears picnic and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you the back, and now I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know the same make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And the same make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
My great-grandfather, he owned this island. He teach most of the people around the village to fish. Then my grandfather took over, he did the same thing, he trained all of us. My great-grandfather, to my grandfather, to my father, to my uncle. All was fishermen. It's fun doing it, it's fun making a living. I was going to school with my line in my pocket. Honestly. Never do what you don't enjoy. There's a lot of fish, but the problem is we need patrols, a lot of patrols, you know, because I think there's more fish going to Honduras than what's going this way. Because you could go out any given day out there, you find the people right in the reserve now. Went back 10 boats and up to 18 boats used to come. You know, we tell them leave, they tell them run, cut your throat. So we used to just let them be.
But a thriving blue economy cannot exist without effective monitoring and enforcement of our ocean space.
The plan is, as part of this national strategy, is for us to curb all those illegal activity. The Blue Bond project has facilitated us with a number of equipment that will assist us in that moving forward. And this has been done collaboratively, and the role has been given to both Fisheries and Coast Guard to execute so that we can collectively meet all the requirements for the Blue Bond agreement.
Well, that's sure I did that a long time. You know, we need that. I want to take care of this. I grew up off of this, and I want to die doing this.
It's all about the longevity and the future generation. The whole Blue Bond concept and everything ties into that. Compliance, conservation, at the same time ensuring the livelihood of fishers.
You patrol it, you take care of it, or have it for long. Well, I think we have fish forever. Believe me. Now that the rules get tighter and tighter, we have more and more.
As the year ends, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. May your home be filled with love, peace, and joy. We are grateful for your continued trust and loyalty.
You have trusted us with the moments that matter the most. Pursuing your dreams, growing your businesses, and building a brighter future. For that trust and confidence, we say thank you. It has been an honor to be a part of your journey. From our Atlantic Bank family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
From this time, everybody know Belizeans rum and party the best friend. But listen to me, your vehicle is not drunk proof. So make Terrence for Transport explain to you how you can be safe on the road during the holidays. Guess what? The first thing what drunk person will try to tell you, that they're not drunk. But even if the vehicle's sober, it can't say straight for you, Mr. Man, Madam Lady. This is how alcohol affect you while you try drive. First of all, sorry, you listen to me, right? Okay, alcohol will slow down your reaction time. Then alcohol will mess with your judgment for distance. And if you drunk and you drive, your vehicle now will be the thing for save you, you know. Your vehicle will put your life in danger. And Terrence and team that transport now, and nobody put their life in danger. So if we catch you to drink and drive, we will charge you. And I will take away your license for you and make you think about your decisions. And if you feel like hard ears picnic and still do it again, okay, you will do it again, Mr. Snowman. I will send you the back, and now I make them give you back your license. You hear? The safest vehicle that you could drive is the one where you not drive drunk. All right? I know the same make you not go out and go have fun, you know. And the same make you have a designated driver, call a friend, or even get a taxi. So if you don't drink, please don't drive, because your vehicles could always be replaced, but your life cannot.
Drive safe, drive sober, save lives. This message was sponsored by the Ministry of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs and Transportation, Belize Automobile Touring Association, and Universal Hardware.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
You may have been wondering why the Christmas holidays were exceptionally wet this year. Well, maybe you've never heard of the La Nina effect. The National Meteorological Service has explained the weather conditions that led to unusually high rainfall across various parts of the country. Forecaster Crystal Rosales at the National Meteorological Service explained that some parts in particular experienced just above average rainfall.
The contributing factor for this year is that we are under La Nina effect that normally would produce colder temperatures, especially in the US, and wetter weather, especially over the Central America and Western Caribbean area, right? So that was what the major contributing factor for this year. And we had a combination of wind flow that converged over us, although it was nothing atypical, right? The ridge would normally support an east to northeasterly flow over the Western Caribbean, Northern Central America. And then you have the trade winds. The trade wind is the east, southeast, or east to northeasterly flow over the Caribbean. And what that did was it brought moisture or plume of moisture over our side of the Caribbean. And then the northeasterly flow from the ridge, it created like almost a sandwich effect. And that contributed to the wetter Christmas that we did see. In terms of numbers, over the Stan Creek district saw about 4 to 8 inches between the 24th and the 26th of December, while Toledo saw about 2 to 6 inches. Elsewhere around the country saw anywhere from 1 to 4 inches, right? If we look back at our monthly forecast, our climatic forecast for this month, they were expecting an above normal amounts of rainfall for most of the country, especially over the south. However, for those 3 days was way above normal. Again, the contributing factor was the La Nina effect. If we compare this to last year, the surface features were similar, but we were not under a La Nina effect. So the rainfall amounts that we did see for the same 3-day period was way below normal, at least for, it would be normal for a December period. Majority of the country saw below half an inch, and there was one isolated area of 1 inch over Dangriga for the same 3-day period in last year. Again, the contributing factor would be the La Nina effect. For this year, to be specific, for those 3 days, the 24th, 25th, and 26th of December, over the north saw 1 to 2 inches. Central portions of the country saw 2 to 4 inches. Stan Creek in particular saw 4 to 8 inches, and Toledo got 2 to 6 inches.
But the rain hasn't affected one intrepid traveler. That's Zoe, a British social media influencer who's found a sweet spot in Belize. She's got 84,000 followers on Instagram, and they've been tagging along as she backpacks through Belize with no real plans, just a hunger for adventure and faith in the kindness of others. We spoke to Zoe in Belmopan today, where she told us how her carefree approach feels right at home in Belize.
At a time when most 32-year-olds are chasing promotions, having kids, getting married, and maybe concocting their next 5-year plan, Zoe Reeve packed a bag, saved what she could, and booked a one-way flight to the Caribbean. No itinerary, no guarantees, just curiosity and courage.
Well, maybe about 3.5 years ago, I had a few changes in my life in the UK and decided I didn't really need to stay there for the time being. So I had saved up some money from different jobs, and I just basically took a one-way flight from the UK. And I always enjoyed, sharing things online, but it was never like a full-time thing for me. So I just decided, well, now I don't have a traditional job, so I have the time to actually make content every day. Let me just try. So I just started posting vlogs on TikTok, little photos on Instagram, whatever, and yeah, people just started showing interest in my TikToks, so I thought, well, let me just carry on and see what I can do with it.
That one-way flight turned into years of movement and seemingly easy travel as a backpacker. as these trips are documented through TikTok vlogs and Instagram posts. Not bougie travel ads, not luxury escapes, just real life on the road, not knowing where she'd sleep. The thing about her content is people watch, not because Zoe had her adventures figured out, but because she didn't. Backpacking is always an adventure, especially when the next town or village is farther than it looked on Google Maps.
In Belize, there's like one town, loads of bush, and then like the next town. So sometimes it might take a bit of a long time. And then especially maybe if it's raining and you have all your stuff and you're trying to hitchhike, and you know, because a lot of the places are a bit remote and sometimes there aren't that many buses depending where you're going, or so maybe just the transport, like it sometimes isn't the easiest.
Zoe first stumbled upon Belize almost by accident. A cheap flight to Cancun, a dislike for overly touristy cities, and one simple question: where else can I go? But traveling freely, especially as a woman, comes with questions. Is it safe? Is it smart? Is my life worth the risk? Zoe explained that in Belize, she doesn't feel much to fear.
I mean, obviously sometimes in every country there are some men who are like a bit creepy or things like that, but that's not any like extra in Belize. It's just something that is a part of life as a woman, unfortunately, in the world. But I haven't had any like really scary or bad experiences in Belize, and the majority of people I've met, whether it's hitchhiking, whether it's on the street, whether it's at a hostel, wherever, like the majority of people I've met here have just been like normal, you know, just nice and normal. I mean, I try to avoid doing too many things in the dark alone, like in any country. Especially some of the streets in Belize are like super dark in the night. So I would, you know, with hitchhiking, I try to more do it like in the daytime. I think that's just the sensible thing to do anywhere. But yeah, I think obviously everyone knows, I suppose, that the higher crime is like in Belize City, right? And I've not really spent that much time there, so I can't really speak too much on that. But I think places like Hopkins and PG and stuff, I mean, I'm no expert, but I think it's kind of unlikely that there's going to be like a random like serial killer.
Belize is beautiful, picturesque, and every destination offers something new. But for Zoe, she said the South takes the cake, as nothing beats that Southern hospitality.
If you're someone who likes to experience local cultures and a mix of cultures, because obviously it has like Maya, Garifuna, you know, a mix of cultures, and someone who likes nature, and maybe someone who's happy to not always be in like a 5-star resort or whatever, then I would definitely say just come and try and see like different areas, because I think the different places are so different. Like if you compare San Ignacio to PG, or you know what I mean, different areas are so different. So I would recommend to like try more than one area to find maybe the one that you really like, or you know, and I would just recommend to like say yes, well, not to literally everything, but try and say yes to some things when people invite you to a certain event or to try a certain food. You know, just try and say yes to get those experiences, you know.
What has been your favorite place?
Maybe Hopkins, maybe San Ignacio. I think, well, Dan Griego was cool, but I was only there for a day. I think I like the South.
She likes the South, but also chasing a greater purpose and choosing experience over fear.
So this tattoo is actually the map coordinates of the farm in Trinidad where I stayed, yeah. So that was kind of life-changing, because then I kept going back to Trinidad. That's a long time ago, that's 10 years ago, right? And so it was pretty life-changing that, you know, since then, that made me like always come back to Trinidad and then want to see more of the Caribbean. And, you know, indirectly, that's probably why I'm here today. Do you get what I mean? Like, because it then shaped the future of my travels, and yeah.
A girl, a bag, a dream. She returns to the UK on January 14th with all intentions to return to Belize. Jaleesa Roberts, 7 News.
No man, no stress. No man, I just want to zest. A man that's not in my plan, you don't ever understand. Stop trying to hold my hand. I kissed you twice and you think I'm your girl? You think you can stop me traveling the world?
Zoe has been out of the UK since April of 2025. Tomorrow she'll tell us how she ended up rapping on the soca song No Man No Stress. And finally tonight we reprise another of our favorite stories of the year, and that's the comeback of Wani the horse. In April he was viciously chopped and left for dead by a group of rogue boys, and anyone seeing his condition would have been sure that he would have to be put down. But with the intervention of Baha and Reimer's feed mill, they saved him and brought him back to great health. It took 7 months, and Jo Marie Lanza was there for his touching return to his father's road home.
The bond between a boy and his horse was evident today after Reimer's feed mill fulfilled their promise of restoring Wani to a picture of health. Believe this healthy horse is the same one we showed you months ago, suffering from multiple chop wounds. And even his owner was amazed at his recovery.
So how long you have since then carry your horse?
About 7 months now.
How did you feel when you see him back at today?
I want to cry, but I just swallow it in.
And according to him, even Wani wanted to shed a tear. Reimer's vet technician Emir Zuniga was the miracle worker that got this horse healthy from a near-death injury. He explained that they faced a number of challenges in ensuring that Wani's wounds would heal properly. He said their biggest concern was preventing screw worms.
When we first got him, we definitely knew it was going to be a very big project. It was a very big wound, very deep wound, and we knew it would have to take daily care. And so he had one wound on the right shoulder, and that one was pretty big. And he also had one on the forehead, which that one was causing some issues to the eye as well. Treatment started as soon as he got there to the stable. And the main protocol that we had, especially during these times, was the prevention of screwworm. And so that took daily cleaning, and it took using the sprays that are approved by Baja. This includes cyperchlor, caragusan, and musk sprays that help with preventing the screwworm fly from getting there, and also for if the screwworm was on there, then it would also help for treatment.
But healing the horse's mental wounds were also important after this vicious act of cruelty.
So at the beginning, I could tell that he looked lost, I would say. Very depressed, for sure. But as the time went by and he knew that we were there to help him, there were times where we would start calling out his name and he would start responding to us. And every time that we would get there with the car, he knew by the sound of the car, his head would just perk up and look for us. And so during the beginning, I would say it was definitely pretty rough for him. But as the time went by and the treatment continued, and he got much more better. Yeah, you could tell that he was happier and he perked up a lot.
But as Wani recovered in Spanish Lookout, Reimers took things a step further in the work that they were doing. They also wanted to make sure that when he returned, the horse had a safe place to stay, so they built him a stable with the help of a few donors who pitched in for the cause.
It started off as just a helping hand, and it became a unique project for the company. From a company's point of view, we always try to strive for animal welfare, and to be honest, it became a big lesson, not just for my team, but for the company in general and the different communities that were involved in terms of helping where we are today. In the beginning, it was very instinctive. We were just trying to help the situation. And as soon as we helped, we decided, okay, well, how can we help further? What are the possibilities? What more contributions can we render in terms of assistance? So in the beginning, like I said, we just decided to help. But then we met with my team, and then we decided to talk to the owner if he would be open in giving us the horse for us to take care, and he agreed. And we used that opportunity to teach our staff. We have specialists in different fields to tackle the situation, and that was, I guess you could say, a big factor in terms of helping the horse as well.
I mean telling how we need a stable, kind of my building right. So they must reach out to me and tell me how they might build a stable for one.
So we had actually decided, okay, we're gonna build a stable that could be inside the owner's house, and we had reached out to businesses to see if they can assist in any way.
And today, as Wani gamely hopped out of his trailer, he ambled regally into his new home, where there was a bundle of fresh hay waiting for him, a new and happy home, and hopefully also safe from harm.
Are you afraid that he may be harmed again?
Yes, sir, that's why I have to just watch out, keep in my sight.
Jomari Lanza, 7 News.
Tomorrow night, you can see parts of all our favorite stories in our year in review, which will air after the news. And that's our newscast for tonight. Thanks for watching. With your news, I'm Indra Craig. Remember, you can find a full transcript of the news at 7newsbelize.com and see the streaming video on our Facebook or YouTube pages. Have a great night. Join Miriam Abdul Kawi here tomorrow for our New Year's Eve newscast, and I'll be seeing you in 2026. Have a great one. Good night.